That's Slade and Goodbye to Jane. And we look at the most streamed songs, the most popular songs of the 1970s, coming up in the next hour. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker, and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Nikki Cardwell. At least 6 people have been killed and more than 50 injured in an explosion in Istanbul in Turkey. The blast happened in a busy shopping area. The cause isn't known, but President Erdogan of Turkey has called it a vile attack. Paul Moss reports.
The sound of the explosion echoed right the way down Istanbul's famous shopping street Istiklal. Pictures on social media show large crowds were present at the time, as they would be on any Sunday lunchtime at this spot, given the number of restaurants and nearby street-side cafes. Smoke can be seen at the place where the blast appears to have taken place, with people lying on the ground motionless, apparently either badly injured or dead, while others flee from the scene.
A man has died while working on the construction of the Hinkley Point C nuclear power station in Somerset. A company spokesman said one of the team was involved in what he described as a traffic incident. The police say the man's family has been told and officers are liaising with the Health and Safety Executive. The Chancellor, Jeremy Hunt, has told the BBC that everyone is going to pay more tax. He's expected to announce plans to increase taxes to raise around £20 billion, as well as make £35 billion worth of public spending cuts during his autumn statement on Thursday. Labour says the hole in public finances is a mess of the Conservatives' own making. 2 minutes silence have been held in the Falkland Islands, marking 40 years since the war against Argentina. Earlier, King Charles led his first Remembrance Sunday ceremony as monarch at the Cenotaph in London. In the Falklands, relatives of those who died in action joined veterans. Anne Woodard, whose husband Alex Shaw was killed just hours before the Argentine forces surrendered, is making her first visit to the islands in the South Atlantic.
Initially, it wasn't somewhere I felt I really wanted to come, but I'm so glad I did. It's almost like enclosure sounds like a silly word, but it sort of put all the years of bits of jigsaw together, and now I can understand why they did what they did, because the island is wonderful and the people are so kind. So it's been a really, really wonderful experience.
England's men's cricketers have made history. They've won the T20 World Cup while holding the 50 overs title at the same time. They beat Pakistan by 5 wickets after reaching their target of 138 with an over to spare. Ben Stokes hit the winning runs. He said it was a very special win on top of the 2019 World Cup victory. He put that down to the whole squad and the captain, Jos Buttler.
We all know the talent that we possess in here. We are, match winners, and we all are very clear, and we have a lot of clarity from Jos and the management about how we want to go out and play our cricket. So when you're clear and you understand what the team ethos and the goal is, it makes going out there and playing a lot easier.
BBC News, it's 3 minutes past 4. Orna's here now with the traffic and travel news.
Nikki, thank you very much. Well, we're still looking a little bit slow for you on the A83. The rest, and be thankful it's because of temporary lights in Argyll and Bute. Now, that's because traffic's taking it in turns, and it's because of the temporary lights because of heavy rainfall, which is forecast. It's not there at the moment. The A9 in Stirling and near the M9 at Dunblane, an accident in one of the lanes. And better news now with the A64. It's moving quite well around the closure. That's near the Old Bolton roundabout at the A169. It affects you travelling between York and Scarborough. The M60 all clear now near the Trafford Centre at junction 10, as in all lanes are open. And the M62 in West Yorkshire, there are queues because of an accident between 26 Chainbar and 27 at Gilderson. One lane's closed on the eastbound side. Then staying in West Yorkshire, the A1 southbound at Wentedge Road near Wentbridge South. We've got queues backing up to the M62. That's because of an accident which is partly blocking the road. The M1 has 3 lanes closed near Worksop at junction 30. That's because of another accident there, a car caught fire. Just outside Northampton, the A43 Lumbertubs Way is closed, and that's near Nen Valley Way at the A45. In fact, that's Neen Valley Way there. Also, the A34 was slow on the southbound side near Speen, and that's the A4 Bath Road. That's because one lane was closed. The M4 westbound at Hungerford at junction 14 through to 15 at Swindon East. That's a breakdown in one of the lanes. And the M11 is closed over the weekend at 9 Saffron Walden. Back with more in an hour.